Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
There's Mr. Enfuego, one half of the Baseball Junkies podcast. Before we get the show going, we just want to make sure that both you, the viewer, and the listener are fully aware that this podcast is not intended to provide any form of investment advice. The opinions expressed here by either the host or any guest do not necessarily reflect the views of any sports card investor, organization, and or entity within the sports card market. Any discussion of sports card values in the past or present is not a guarantee of future performance. Two collectors with a common love of baseball cards. A league of her own, Mr. Enfuego. Welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Baseball Junkies podcast. I'm your host, Adrian from League of Her Own.
And I'm your boy, Mr. Enfuego.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We are ready to go with some awesome baseball card news. Me and Mr. Enfuego are pumped. There's a lot of good stuff per usual. And I hope you had a good week. And I hope your weekend's going well, boss. How's it going?
It's going great. It was much needed time to hang out with the mini me, but she knew Daddy had to come back and come hang out with these guys and got work to do. So that's what we here for.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys didn't tune in last week, Mr. Enfuego was in Texas visiting his daughter. So she got to join us in the podcast last week. So definitely go give that a listen if you haven't already. And Mr. Enfuego also dropped a video, which I shared the link in the description here, where he does a little box battle with her with 2023 Stadium Club Chrome, which was delightful. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the upcoming cards of the week, unless you've got anything else you'd like to add, sir.
Let's dive right on in.
Let's get it. Okay. We talked a little bit before the podcast today, and we're like, there's not much to talk about, but it's weird. Our sports card release link that we always share from Cardboard Connection doesn't have everything on there. We did see on Instagram this week, and now that I'm looking on blowout cards, we are going to be seeing 2023 Bowman Inception Baseball at this time, set to be out on March 15th. But that's actually not the next baseball product coming out that I thought. We did see one on the list, and that's 2023 Panini Elite Edition. That is set to come out on the March 13th.
It was scheduled for February 28th, but it also has the worst three letters in the alphabet for any sports card collector.
To be announced. And I am seeing on blowout cards, because for the pre-orders for it, 3/13. What I did see, just checking blowout cards right now, the actual next baseball product that's set to come out on the 21st, which is in a few days, is Topps 5-star. Sorry, Mr. Foy, I just checked that right now before the show here. And that's a fun one. 5-star is pretty cool. Let me give you the whole deets on that. That's going to just be a 2-card hobby box. And the price on that is about $235. You're going to get 2 autographs in that, or 1 autograph or 1 cut signature is what they're showing on the box break there. And a beautiful card set. To me, still kind of a lottery ticket kind of deal. I say that about everything, I know. I should really stop. But that's actually going to be coming up next week. So that'll be something that we'll talk about in product reviews next week for anybody that's interested in 5-star. So still a 2023 product. So still chances to collect on like last year's rookies, Gunnar Henderson, Corbin Carroll, what have you. So just a quick rundown here, little picture showing up here for those of you hanging out with us in the live stream. This is what we've got for 5-star. Panini Elite Edition. We go back and forth about what products we're going to talk about here and there, but I know a lot of people like this product because you get a lot of the hot prospects in it,
right?
And it's quite a bit cheaper than Bowman is, and sometimes there's some fun stuff in there. So we're looking at a hobby box on that being about $100. You get 8 autographs. That's another thing that people like. You get a lot of autographs in that. 2 mem cards. You're going to get 5 packs per box and 5 cards per pack. And sometimes these card designs and stuff, sometimes they do well with Panini. Panini's having a rough go.
Panini's in hot water right now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in our hobby news today, but that's another product going out. But the next, the one that thought we were going to talk about, like the only one we thought we were going to talk about was that Bowman Inception, which I'm showing to be on pre-order for about $150. Scheduled to release March 15th. And if you guys remember, not too long ago, we opened a lot of Topps Inception. We've seen a lot of it get open and stuff like that. A set I'm not usually too fond of was actually one of my favorites this year. Kind of get a look at the design there. It's a very colorful design, and with the Bowman name being on it, we'll get a lot of the nice prospects in there. If it's anything like Topps Inception was this year, it was a good product. So
Yeah, agreed.
one box, you get 7 cards. It's just a 1-pack box, 2 autographs, 1 foil parallel, and 4 base cards is the box breakdown for that. So a little bit more stuff coming out than we thought, and I'm excited next week to see a little bit of 5-star.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for upcoming releases. Let's get right into the product. I'm just going to say product review of the week. Oh my God. 2024 Topps Series 1. Oh my God.
It came out swinging this year.
Oh my God. I've been looking. So I've preached this year about I'm not buying any products. I'm just buying singles. And I'm not going to lie. I seen the videos come out of Series 1. And I've driven to my Walmarts, my Targets, my Barnes and Nobles here in Oregon, Southern Oregon. Ain't nothing here yet. I just saw that the card shop that's up, about 20 minutes away from me in Rogue River, he posted that he had some in there. And I haven't been up there in a while because they focus kind of on Pokemon, doing really successful with that. So hats off to the trading card post in Rogue River, Oregon. So I might have to head up there soon if I don't find some in my Target, because Topps Series 1 is looking good, and the rips are it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing the new designs.
I mean, I like what they've done with the checklist, how they presented everything, all the parallels, all the inserts and everything like that. But I know I ain't mean to cut you off, but
please,
we got surprised with 2 additions that were not made on the checklist.
Yes, absolutely. Share with the audience here the new parallel.
One of the 2 things that really caught my mind, was, and this goes pretty much for all you Philadelphia Phillies fans. Every time you crack into a Series 1 product, you may want to start looking for a little man by the name of Kevin Hart. Okay. He has been photoshopped in pretty much all the Phillies cards, but whatever cards actually have a picture of Kevin Hart in it, they're only up to they're serial to 52. And the reason why the odd number is because the man himself is only 5'2". So that means the smallest player in MLB is actually taller than Kevin Hart, and that smallest player will be Jose Altuve. Okay.
So yes, as Mr. Enfuego is describing here. Go ahead, sir.
And there goes little Kevin right there.
Yep. So this was been a surprise that we've seen popping up on YouTube this week, and a few of them popping up on eBay, is the Kevin Hart parallels, numbered to 72, only found on Philadelphia Phillies cards, because that's Kevin Hart's team. And so here's an example of one that I'm sharing with you that's on eBay right now. I saw a couple others. Oh man, they are they've got a crazy price.
They're fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I do think this is kind of fun. If they were, if it was somebody that on my Oakland A's and stuff, I would want one of these.
If you're into baseball and you like the laugh, then this would, and you happen to be from Pennsylvania, then this would be the ideal gift for yourself or that one person that happens to fit those criteria.
Yeah, I just want to show everybody the Bryce Harper numbered to 52. Ooh, I thought it was 72. I think I said 72. Maybe it's 72 or less. I'm going to look at one more to show off here for everybody, because I know we've got some Philadelphia Phillies fans here.
And for those that are listening, you could spot these on eBay. Just type in the 24 Top Series 1 Kevin Hart variation. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be saturated all over there.
Yeah, there's a few on there, right? This Kyle Schwarber I'm showing right now. It's being bidded on. There's still 2 days left. It's up to $300 and numbered to 52. It's looking like they're numbered to 52. So that's a fun one we didn't know about till after the product came out. So Mr. Fuego and I got into a little break yesterday and got to see some cool stuff get pulled for the Phillies.
Evan didn't make an appearance, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, didn't see any of those. Man, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching these nonstop, and I've wanted to buy at least one or two. Did I pick any singles up of 2024 yet? I don't know. I've made a lot of purchases this week. I'm not sure. I guess at the break, I got into a break and got 4 random teams and got some nice. I did get a Dominguez rookie in mine, which is probably going to get graded and go right to my battle buddy over here. And I had the Rangers too. I think I got an Evan Carter.
You did.
So that was cool. I did the Pirates. I was thinking. I don't think they've been talking about him as much, but I was kind of thinking Quinn Priester, the rookie pitcher they picked up, was a decent one. And
some good stuff pulled in that break yesterday.
Yeah, I got the Rockies too, and I can't remember who else was on there. But so I've also been following a lot of the stuff on eBay, and I mean, people got the Ellies just way crazy price and stuff like that.
Speaking of the Ellies, the second variation that was just recently announced this week, and they're kind of taking a Bowman take on it. So for those new prospects, obviously, they have that first logo on the top corner of it. Now, Topps is actually doing something a little bit different, and they only showed it with the Ellie De La Cruz cards, but I guess surrounding the Cincinnati logo, they're putting a first card as the logo. Okay, and those are not serialized, but those are gonna be a hard pull if you're actually chasing Ellie. So just be mindful. Those are 2 new additions that the checklist did not cover when this set was released.
Yeah, so right above like the emblem, and I couldn't find any listed on eBay right now. Otherwise, I'd share with you, but I know it was on Instagram. Their first issue, kind of right above the logo, depending upon where the logo is, like bottom left, bottom right, whatever, says that kind of reminded me of like Stadium Club for like the photo proof or members only kind of deal. But this is, first card. It's supposed to be first card printed, so it doesn't say 101, but it's, been deemed 101 because of what it is. So.
They are 101s.
So, yeah, so those, we did see some news about it that week. And so you got to really, opening any new product, no matter how much, they made the Golden Mirror SPs a little bit harder, a little bit easier to identify with the entire back of them being completely gold. The Easter egg parallels are in there. I'm sorry, Easter parallels. I've seen some Easter eggs. I've seen some bunny rabbits. I did see on eBay a watering can one. So I when we talked about this before it came out, we were saying how it sounded kind of silly, but I've seen some of them, and I if I was PCing somebody, let's be real, they're short printed. Somebody's going to want an Ellie with eggs on it or something of that nature. So yeah, it's just Top Series 1 always hits different. The first projects of the year, baseball, the Super Bowl is past now. We're getting ready for baseball. We're hearing all the baseball news, people talking about the new uniforms and talking about who's doing what here, people getting hurt already, and we're already going into that deal. So I don't know, just exciting. So favorite video, favorite whatever so far for you, Mr. Enfuego, as far as series 1? Or what are you looking for, going for? What do you got to say about series 1 so
Well,
far?
there was a video that I did see today, actually, and it was from Who's Your Pulse, and pretty much he grabbed almost every format that is actually out there. I mean, he picked up fat packs, hangers, blasters, picked up a mega box, just to give a perspective on the value depending on which format you want to go with. I mean, granted, there was a video that was put out by Striker Breaks that listed every format that Topps has came out with, and the cost per dollar, and where would you likely invest in to get the best bang for your buck, But from what that video that Who's Your Drop, I'm pretty impressed that it looks like retail is the way to go, because I have seen jumbo boxes open and they have been a lot of meh, So I mean, looks like they're trying to keep the tradition going with retail's the way to go.
Yeah, and it's looking. I think because they got the 2 yellow parallels in there, I'm really liking the hangers, because
Yes.
no matter what, you're going to get 2 yellow parallels. You don't.
Or what's the term that we heard from a previous video way back when? Canary yellow?
Canary. Oh my God. Yeah, me and Mr. Enfuego started calling yellow cards canaries, because somebody kept saying that on a video, and we're like, what is this canary? Real quick before we move on, guys, I wanted to show, I just found an image of the first card that we were just talking about here. This is an
There you
Ali
go.
Cruz, so every single card there'll be at least,
And it's
not at least,
tastefully
there'll be
done.
one of these.
I like how they did it. It's actually tastefully done.
It looks really, really cool. So if you are listening and not watching, on the Ellie De La Cruz card, and I'm assuming on the rest of the cards, right above the logo of the team on the bottom, it says first card, kind of bordered it. And yeah, another fun chase in series 1. Man, I hope I can find some of this soon.
And I'm looking at the comments, briefly, and it said that each player will have one of a first card in there that it applies to. You're not going to see like a Bryce Harper with a first card.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. That's the series 1 breakdown. That's really all we reviewed this week, because it's just came out. It's freaking awesome. Nothing much coming out till next week. So excited about that. We are going to move right into the hobby news for the night. Okay, where shall we start? There's always great drama hobby news for us. I saw a lot of videos this week about the great Curator. If you guys aren't familiar with him, I feel lucky you. Don't bother looking him up. In my opinion.
Don't. Save yourself the heartache.
The Great Curator is a YouTuber. He kind of got really into it beginning of the pandemic when cards boomed. If he was in it beforehand, I couldn't tell you. He does kind of a podcast style videos as well on his channel, called Blabbing or Between Two Slabs. There's him and another gentleman on there that talk. And this is the gentleman that he made a video a while back talking about how he says we gotta form this tight knit board or group around collectors.
He kept mentioning, we are the gatekeepers of the hobby.
So he got slammed on that. When he originally did that video, and he's trying to come back on that now, he was ragging on Sports Card Radio, Dan the Cardman, AIH Sports, any of the other, watchdogs of the community or whatever. And he's up talking about it again. He kind of slammed on AIH and Dan the Cardman, and those guys came back fighting and kicking. I don't. If you like good drama, those are some interesting videos to watch. Get your popcorn and be like, oh, this guy said this and this guy said that. But basically, the Great Curator is a joke, in my opinion, and he did some the biggest thing that he did that I really didn't like was he's really into Star Wars cards, and he was at a card show. Long story short, I'm gonna whatever. He bought this card. He told the guy that he bought it from, it was a Grail card. The guy gave him a good deal on it, and then he went and resold it, and then it got resold. And it was all over big news, and it was just, I don't know, it's really scummy thing to do. Now, does it happen all the time? Yeah, it does. But I don't know. The vibe that he throws, and he also, if you go in and try to give him constructive criticism or any criticism, he just blocks you right away. And I just hate it when people do that instead of being,
So the moral of the story, for those of you who have been dubbed, or self-proclaimed hobby influencers, if you make a statement about what needs to happen for the better of the hobby, make sure you're looking at a mirror when you're making these statements, because whatever is coming out of your mouth might be a reflection of yourself.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just saying, if you're like, he talks smack, but he doesn't address these people. He just blocks them. I hate that. It's like, let's talk it out. Not everybody, definitely not everybody agrees with everything on all of these different YouTube channels. Like, I love Sports Card Radio, Dan the Card Man, AIJ, a lot of guys,
right?
The newer guys, SCV
Sports Cards.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things that I don't agree with them. Yeah. And it's not like, I don't think anything less of them. To each his own. Like, everybody's got their own way of doing things. Just to, it's fun. And it's fun to have conversations with those people, because it gives you a new perspective on it.
Correct.
Anyways,
because the last thing the hobby needs is a bunch of Karens telling us that they want to speak to our manager about how the hobby is not going the way they think it should go.
The hobby is so full of Karen. You just nailed it. We're so full of Karens. That's hilarious. Yeah. Speaking, oh my God, the other fun thing that in the news this week. So Topps has got a poll going for who should be in the Hall of Fame of cards.
Well, before we even get into that, this is something that they're actually developing. They're talking about doing a Topps Hobby Hall of Fame. Okay. And, they put out a certain criteria, and in my honest opinion, I believe, because I actually had a nice long discussion about this with my significant other, and her not really being as educated on the hobby as most of us are, she's looking at it from the outside in. But honestly, this program, that it sounds great. It really does. However, not everybody's going to have that opportunity to be considered, because for example, you've got all these individuals that are on these social media platforms making these guest appearances, doing this, that, and the other. Okay, everybody knows these individuals. What about little Timmy, who collects within the realm of his home, decided to do a little YouTube channel, got about 150 subscribers, for example. Okay. But, he does everything the right way. He's not looking to, he's not looking to manipulate sales. He's not looking to profit, and that's his main focus in life. He's enjoying everything from collecting and so on and so forth. How was little Timmy gonna get that recognition?
Little Timmy's got to keep on grinding. Make sure he gets lots of followers. Here's the little thing that dropped on X this week, formerly known as Twitter. The Topps Hobby Hall of Fame nomination form. Topps Hobby Hall of Fame is being developed in honor to hobby leaders that, through creativity, hard work, and ingenuity, have grown the collector community, led breakthrough innovation, and served as role models in the industry. Nominees should be known for their passion, integrity. Highlight that and underline that. and commitment to sports and entertainment cards and collectibles. Shop owners, breakers, influencers, collectors, and industry leaders are eligible. All applications must be submitted by 2 days ago. So
Yes.
we'll see how that pans out.
And you notice how they put the shop owners, breakers, influencers, and collectors. I kind of look at that as a totem pole. So the ones that'll likely be considered first will be those big name shop owners. Then you have all those individuals that's got things going on Loop, whatnot, Instagram, whatever. Influencers. Oh my God, where should we begin with that one? And then the little people.
I know I saw some videos and some people, I mean, you can read the chat messages on there all day, but they were saying, oh, people should have at least been in the hobby for 10 years. Some people say at least 20 years, because there's a lot of people that just got back into it in, the last, like, we have like we're coming up on 5 years now, 4 or 5 years.
The
So
jump start for the hobby today was back in 2020.
Yeah. So, God, that's going to be fun.
It is.
Like, it's going to be fun, because if you just see this list of people, like, tell me your brain's not going to explode if you see Jeff Wilson on there. Or
there's quite a few names that I can think of off the top of my head right now that I would see as first ballot.
Yeah.
Jeff Wilson, Card Collector 2, great curator. Okay. Some of these big name breakers. I wouldn't be surprised if I see Backyard Breaks on there. Yeah,
I know. And because I mean, we always think like mostly baseball cards, but it's sports cards. It's all, it could be, there's a lot of big, names, or at least people think that they have big names on there that think they should be on that list. So that's going to be fun for content. People are going to have a whole, somebody just commented, and we got to say it, Jab's family.
I wouldn't be surprised if he nominates himself.
Yeah.
Or has his girlfriend nominate him. Who knows?
Yeah. So, some other fun stuff. This is fun to me, is the David Adams, the 10 list we talked about a few weeks ago. These are some big cards that if they get pulled, David Adams is going to pay you some money. It's going to be awesome. They added 3 new cards, and 2 of them are baseball cards. So I wanted to share those with you guys today. In case you're out opening this product, you can keep an eye open for it. And if you don't recall, I'll share this website with you guys. This is the Fanatics Live app, and the 10 cards. This one's still, and it does show whether they've been claimed or not. So they are still looking for the gold number to 50 Tom Brady card. So that one's been on the list. They let's see here. Scroll for me. Here we go. They're still looking for the Corbin Carroll Him Superfractor. That's out of 2023 Bowman's Best. Let's see. We're still looking for the Luka Doncic Black out of 2018 Prizm. All right, and here's one of the ones they have added to the list. The Ellie De La Cruz 1989 Topps Baseball Auto Platinum. So with everybody opening 2024 Top Series 1 like crazy right now, keep an eye out for this bad boy. You'll get $10,000, plus you get a $10,000 credit reward. And that's if it's hit on Fanatics Live. I should be clear on that as well. Definitely check out the site. These cards have to get hit on Fanatics Live in order for this to
yes, but we know that there's outside entities that's got their own little bounties going out for these.
Yeah. Someone in the comments is saying this Ellie was pulled, and I, now that you say that, I don't see the unclaimed thing on here. So this one might have been claimed already. That's crazy. I'll have to look into the story on that.
Right.
It must have just happened because I haven't seen that story. They added an F1 card here. This gentleman,
Max Verstappen Auto Superfractor.
Yeah. Let's see. We got the Steph Curry Superfractor from 2009 to 2010 Topps Hobby Basketball. That's still unclaimed. We've got the Anthony Volpe rookie debut patch from 2023 Topps Chrome Updates still unclaimed. God, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. And Chet Holmgreen Logo Man from 2022 Immaculate still unclaimed. We got the Anthony Richardson Black Finite Auto still unclaimed from 2023 Prizm
Oh,
Football.
we got some news for you regarding Mr. Anthony Richardson later on.
Oh yeah. Pretty soon here we can talk about that next. All right, here's the other baseball card they added, the Junior Caminero Baseball Stars Auto Platinum. So it's a 1-on-1. This is still unclaimed. This is in 2024 Top Series 1 Baseball. It's a sticker auto, but one of the top prospect rookies, up and coming rookies. That's a wrap. Those are the cards there. So keep you guys' eyes open for that. Anthony Richardson. Okay. I know this is a baseball card channel, but we got to speak about this in reference of Panini. I mean, we all know Panini's been going down, but it keeps getting better.
The Panini ship is slowly sinking, and I think with this little hiccup, it's going to be sinking a lot faster.
Yeah, so currently right now, PSA is investigating Panini as far as fake autographs of Anthony Richardson cards. And they're not grading them right now, so they put a hold on the grading because they think they've got a bunch of fakes coming from
the
Panini.
speculation is Panini is actually producing these not authentic cards.
Yeah, so if you got your Panini points or your redemptions and all that, you need to wrap this up. You need to get out of your Panini stuff and be done with them. Sell the stuff, something like that, because it's just getting worse and worse with Panini. So, and if you've got one of those Anthony Richardson autos, I don't know. I make some phone calls. Somebody's got to get sued for that. God, what a disaster. Couple other things going on in hobby news. We've got, oh my God, this There's another podcast. I linked it in the description where they had a former BGS grader on. And it dropped some bombs. I first learned about this. Sports Card Radio talked about it their last show. And Mr. Fuego sent me the link to the actual podcast. And man, okay, the biggest thing I know Sports Card Radio talked about it was this. They talked about oh man, what's the guy's name? There's a guy that worked for Leaf that went in who part-time graded cards there, and he got a hold of his own cards and gave himself a whole buttload of
tens, pristine. Not just regular tens, black label tens.
A whole bunch of the black labels. And he was talking about how, you kind of know whose cards you're grading, like if it's from a big, entity or something like that. This guy talked about how he got a hold of his father's cards one time. Not a hold of them. They were given to him through the span of things. And he was grading his father's cards. He was talking about when he got the job, about how the process he went through getting hired and they did. I thought it was a pretty good deal that they put the guy through, the different testing and stuff like that in order for him to become a grader. He talked about on average how many cards per day he would grade and other people would grade and the different system on that. This was definitely an interesting video to watch, and I recommend everybody check it out. I sent a link, and I put the link in the description for the first episode. They broke it up into 2 parts. They're both worth a looky to me.
Correct. I agree.
We're talking about how they had I don't know if this was all set and so, but how they so many tens a day. They had to get so many tens a day.
Got a quota. Everybody's got a quota.
Yeah, and if you met that amount of tens and give no more tens, no matter what, but you still had to, it's kind of what we all kind of suspect, but we never have proof about it, and it's pretty messed up. But it is BGS, mind you. They already garbage. As you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's not the 90s anymore. Unfortunately for Beckett. So
yeah,
I don't know. I know that's crazy. I know people think I'm crazy, but when I am shopping for cards on eBay or whatever, if it's it completely turns me off if it's in a Beckett slab. And I know that's kind of dumb in some sense, depending upon the card and the price, but just not into it. And I know that was the standard back then. Like that BGS was once the number one, and now it's not even in the top three.
Now with us running Beckett's name in the dirt, okay, and I just thought about it. We will be bringing this up in the next podcast. Me and Adrian will do a little more research on it, but there is another channel that I just found out recently. The channel's name is The Graded Card Investor, and he actually broke down the sales between Beckett Pristine 10s versus PSA Gem Mint 10s, and from what I've seen, Beckett is still holding its own.
Are we talking about the price difference between a black label and a PSA 10?
Yes.
Yeah, black labels go for crazy money. Yeah. But if you've got a guy, with news coming out like this, and I know this happened a while back, but still, if you got a guy going in and giving himself, I don't know, it was crazy with like 20 black labels or something like that. Now, if I'm out there somewhere, and I think they talked about this in their podcast, if I'm out there somewhere and I have one of those, and they know it was that guy's card at one point, I'll have to get that link from you from that channel.
I just put it in the chat. So
awesome.
When you have time, go ahead and check it out on your own free time, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll move that link over to the description after the show tonight. Speaking of after the show tonight, about 30 minutes after the podcast, guys, we are going to be live on Mr. Enfuego's channel doing the after hour show, Baseball Card Junkie podcast after our show. Well, we'll be talking with the audience in the chat, more one-on-one. Definitely
so we
check it out.
How we really feel without all the politics behind it.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate you guys so much for being in this podcast, and I know you guys are making comments, and we're running the podcast here, and we'll be talking with you guys more one-on-one in that after hours show. So definitely check it out. Link for that is in the description. All right. Another quick hobby news thing I just wanted to throw out there. I noticed doing my little eBay sales this week, and when you send offers, they made some couple of changes, and I noticed they changed on the offer side of things for those of you guys that sell on eBay. If I got cards that somebody's watching and I want to send them an offer, used to just go and click in, type in the price, and be done with that there. Now when I go in there, and I'm dying to hear what everybody thinks about this too. Hit us up in the chat for sure. If I go in there now, it's instead of typing in the price, it wants me to set a percentage off, and I freaking hate it.
I mean, I can see the method behind the madness.
Yeah.
eBay's trying to help the seller in selling that card, but let me set the parameter. Don't do it for me.
Yeah. So, for example, I've got a card on here that's $29.99. If I want to send the guy an offer for $20, say, like I'm gonna have to go in there and figure out the percentage, because if I go just type in 10%, it's coming up as $26.90. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I don't like it. So there's that. Maybe I just need to get used to it. I don't know. There's that. All right. That's all I got for hobby news today. Did I miss any of the big old topics that you wanted to
we
throw
got
in
everything pretty much covered.
All right, we're gonna hit up more stuff in the banter here today, but now it's time for us to test your knowledge of baseball cards. It's time for Trivia of the Week.
It's that part of the show again where the Baseball Card Junkies test your knowledge of the hobby by presenting you the Trivia of the Week. Name the set. Get your thinking caps on. The set was known as the R319 set as per the American Card Catalog. Any ideas? This set also includes 13 Hall of Famers. This should give you an idea of what it is. This particular Hall of Famer has the most cards produced in this set with 4. You should know what it is by now, and if you don't know what it is, just know that it's the 1933 Gowdy Baseball.
Freaking awesome Gowdy set. No winners tonight.
No winners.
We did get a guess on the T206 set, but it is the 1933 Gowdy set. Thank you guys. Try again next week. Good job, Mr. Fuego.
Got y'all.
All right. Let's get into that top 5 selling baseball cards of the week. We've got a list tonight, guys. A list with no Shohei Ohtani's on it. Here we go with number 5. All right, we have got the Topps 2023 Topps Chrome rookie debut of Spencer Torkelson and Torkelson. Enunciate, Adrian, enunciate. Let's see here. We have had, that is the refractor number to 299. Also, by the way, you can get this card for, prices are a little bit all over, but I am seeing, they're showing me the wrong card in the sales. They're showing, so the one we just showed was the rookie debut, and the one on the list here are the true rookies. So I'm going to guess if a true rookie is listed for about $45, I'm going to guess that rookie debut is probably half that, about $20, I'm guessing. Let's see, recent sales are also showing the wrong card. Fun. That's Market Movers. Thanks, Market Movers.
Yeah.
We've seen a 7-day increase of 300.4%, a 30-day increase of the same 300.4%. How about for that PSA? Is there any PSA 10s of this thing?
There's no PSA 10s. You got it all covered.
All right, that's fantastic. All right, Spencer Torkelson. Let's go number 4. This is a kind of cool one here. We've got the 2023 Topps Update rookie debut vintage stock number to 99 Matsuoka Yoshida card. We've seen a 7-day increase of 317.2%, a 30-day increase of 317.2%. And I'm not showing any raw available. It is numbered to 99, so it's going to be a tougher one to find. They're showing the recent average sale of about $35.
And that was the last sale because there are no PSA 10s that were recorded. And that last raw for 35 sold on the 14th.
Yeah.
So happy Valentine's to the person who bought it.
Absolutely. All right, let's go number 3. Here we go. We got a 2022 Bowman Paper Prospect first of Ellie De La Cruz. 7-day increase of 53.9%, 30-day increase of 17%. This card raw is about $5 on eBay right now.
And the last PSA 10, well, there was 4 of them that sold. The lowest being at $33.75, and the on the high end, it sold for $55 even.
Not too shabby. Ellie is one of the, in my mind, the card that people are going crazy off.
Yeah, everybody got him as the number 1 chaser in Series 1. I beg to differ.
Well, everybody's gearing up. The last 3 cards that we've shown, people are gearing up, getting rookies that they think are going to pop, do great in 2024. And this Ellie here now, the Series 1's on here. The Series 1, because it just came out, the prices are ridiculous on eBay right now.
Yes.
Because if you got cards that with 2024 that you want to sell, now's probably the best time to sell them. Unless it's hard to know who's really going to be great in 2024. But
Correct.
The prices are insane. The Yoshida and Spencer Torkelson, those are probably good, inexpensive cards that you're hoping these guys are going to do great. And they're not as sought after as the other, crazy rookies right now. So those are my guess of why those are on the list.
Right.
And speaking of which, let's throw a number 2. Have the 2023 Bowman Draft Chrome Refractor First of Wyatt Langford, the Texas Rangers top prospect. We've seen a 7-day increase of 5.3%, 30-day increase of 8%. Not showing any raws of this refractor on eBay right now. We are seeing an average sale of about $43 for it.
Okay. There was actually 4 sales that happened 2 days ago for PSA 10s. The lowest was $135, and 2 sales for that on the high end ended at $150 even.
All right, not too shabby. All right, and now for the number 1 of the week. We were both pretty pumped about this. Here we go. We just showed the 2024 Topps Gold Foil Jason Dominguez rookie card. We've seen a 7-day increase of 96.6%, a 30-day increase of the same 96.6%, being as this just came out last week. No raws showing for sale on of this right now. It's most recent average sale is $58.99.
And that's the amount that it was last sold for yesterday.
Ooh. Mr. Infuego you froze on my end. I don't know if everybody heard you or not.
The last sale of that Dominguez foil was a raw yesterday for the $58.99.
Nice. So we talked about this a little bit before the podcast, Jason Dominguez being on the list rather than Ellie. And we were guessing maybe because the Ellies are priced so high and the Jasons I don't know why they're less. I don't know. I don't know if the Jason Dominguez hype isn't as crazy.
Oh no, it's up there because I've been shopping on eBay for Jason Dominguez cards, and
they're up there.
We're back to 2020 prices.
I'm thinking it must just have been the end of the year performance. Ellie over Jason. Jason started off super hot and he got hurt, but I don't know. I'm excited about.
One real quick disclaimer that I wanted to add since we just got through with the top 5. Adrian put a link in the description. Market Movers actually dropped a video today about prospecting, picking up those cards before they blow up. Y'all may want to take a look at that. I believe that video corresponds with the top 5 that we just presented to you today, and it kind of makes sense.
Yep, and that was going to be one of my topics here in the banter. Might as well just get right on into it. And let us know in the comments what you think about that top 5. So like Mr. Infuego said, Market Movers, Teapot dropped a video today that was all about baseball prospects, and he's kind of his whole analytic thing with baseball prospects, and people are trying to get those rookie cards, those Bowman firsts and what have you before the 2024 season, and in the hopes that these guys are going to have a great start to their season, great overall season, and these cards will be worth more in the next few months or the next end of the baseball year. I've been doing a little bit of that myself. I am picking nobody on any of these lists. I'm going for sneaker picks myself, because if people are I feel like the Ellies have already been high, and I feel unless he does crazy stuff, I feel like he's got nowhere to go but down, in my opinion. But if he comes in and he just has crazy season, awesome. But the prices are so high right now, and then a lot of these people buying these cards raw are hoping. I know they're hoping to get these graded and flip them, get their PSA 10s and flip them for more. But that that's going that route, but I got sneaker picks going on.
Well, I mean, you make
boss.
a valid point, Adrian, and you know how I'm looking at it right now is if that was the case, okay, one person that they should have incorporated into this top 5, O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah. So I feel like
Because I
last
mean, he's
year,
only in 2023, I believe he got hurt
early.
very early. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even think the Pirates were 10 games into the season.
Yeah. And O'Neal Cruz was one that I was buying earlier on, but I feel like everybody's thinking O'Neal Cruz and his prices don't. So I have some O'Neals I just set aside. I'm not buying anymore because I feel like everybody's looking at O'Neal Cruz. Um, I I'm looking at who did I just buy a nice one of? Eddie
Eddie Julian.
Julian on the
Mhm.
Twins. His stuff is inexpensive. I'm looking at Francisco Alvarez on the Mets. I think because Adley Rushman, who awesome, but his their stuff is a little bit higher. Gunnar Henderson, Corbin Carroll. I'm not buying any
Right.
of those right now. This is just my personal take on it, you guys. What I'm just throwing out there because I know a lot of those cards are so popular right now. To me, it's like I want the unpopular stuff that's cheaper that I can hopefully flip and hopefully these guys had sneaky good seasons last year and like Francisco Alvarez started off slow, but then that guy's going to be a home run hitter.
He was a sleeper.
Yeah.
And I believe he's going to have a breakout season in 24.
Yeah.
But
So
right
I don't know.
now, I got my money on the Martian because I mean, he debuted and first swing, he took a first ballot Hall of Famer deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think if that injury would have never occurred, he would have ended 23 with a bang.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna look at my eBay list real quick because I bought some of these and I'm hoping I'm raw. I'm always trying to buy my cards raw and
Right.
hopefully get them graded up. That's just one way. I mean, that alone can, even if you like grade it right away, if it gets a good grade, you can
That's
flip
card
right
flipping
there.
101.
Yeah. So there's that. And then let's see, where's my list here?
But
We were sharing this early.
I'm curious and scratching my head that Spencer Torkelson actually made that top 5. I mean, everybody thought he was going to have a breakout season in 23.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. So
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to have the same mindset coming into 24?
They're thinking he had a rough go and that he's gonna. I mean, because the guy's a power hitter. That's what everybody loves, a good home run hitter, and they're hoping that he figures it out. And that's a decent sneaker one to me. If you get the cards at a nice cheap price. Yeah, I picked up a Francisco Alvarez real one auto heritage. That's actually at PSA. Oh, I picked up a Yordan Alvarez from 2020. That's auto that I've stand in because such a good deal.
Don't let your sister know about that.
I know, seriously, but dude, he's great. He's just had so many cards, and so his rookie cards don't go for crazy money. But so I try to get a little bit of a better autograph card, and we'll see how that goes. And I've picked up a nice Eddie Julian. Man, I got a gold sapphire for $45. I feel like that's dumb. That's dumb.
That's a steal. That's a steal and a half.
Yeah. Got me a nice 96 Topps Chrome Ricky Henderson. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, but I'm so pumped about it that I wanted to share that with y'all. So yeah. Any other sneakers for you?
I got my money on the Martian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I believe this season is gonna bring J-Rod closer to MVP caliber.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason, and I don't really follow the Rangers that much. Well, not at all. But I think Josh Jung is gonna have a breakout season if he hasn't already.
Yeah, I think Josh Jung is got hurt. Just got hurt. I think.
Yeah, I
I just
do
saw
know
that.
he did suffer a minor injury, but when he does come back, he's coming back screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
And then I'm looking at the chat right now. Lou Bob is another one.
Oh yeah. He's one that I've held on to because I feel like the White Sox as an organization just had a really rough year. They just didn't have their stuff together. And
Correct.
there's great players on that team, and Lou Bob being one of them. When he does, if he win and if he does turn it on, those are going to be that's a sneaky good one.
I'm just waiting for opening day. You know, let's
Me
just
too.
bypass spring train. Let's get the opening day.
Yeah. And then last thing I wanted to touch base on the banter here was we're starting to research and think a little bit more about the national coming up here in July. I know it's all the way in July, but we wanted to talk about it a little bit with you guys here. At this point, Mr. Fuego and I are planning on going. We were kind of discussing the dates and stuff of when we're going to go. We don't have that honed down yet, but they did drop they did put the ticket prices up, and I'm going to share that with you all. In Cleveland this year, in case you guys don't know it. And it's going to be July 24th through the 28th in Cleveland, Ohio. Let me share this screen with you guys. The website here. It's at the International Exposition Center. Let's get this the 44th National. Let's get to let's see. Is this where I want to go purchase tickets? Let's take a look at that.
It'll give you the prices and breakdown.
There we go. General admission, $25 a day. If you buy it online, of course, tickets are a little bit more expensive when you buy it on site, about $5 more. Basic VIP package is about $200 online. And the 5-day early entry pass is $149.99. And you get kind of a breakdown here of all the benefits of each ticket purchase. They do show on the VIP here that you get an interest for one person, all 5 days of the show. You also receive a gift package. You get 12 selected free VIP autograph signers. You get one half-hour early admission every day. You get to use the VIP lounge, the Ludex VIP lounge, and additional benefits. And then
they do provide refreshments, so be looking forward to that stale orange juice and cold bagels with cream cheese.
Yeah, so just giving you guys a little planting the seed on that one for the national, something to keep in mind.
And just know that once Adrian and I have hashed out the details as to what dates we're actually going to be going to, again, we will be hosting a podcast session at the National. And we'll let everybody know the dates that we will actually be there. So in case you are actually at the National, we can do all one massive family gathering or meet and greet, however you want to call it. You know, we'll get to meet with each other and you know, put faces to names.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cannot wait. All right, guys, that's all we have. Oh, no, I'm a liar. Got one more thing we wanted to throw out there real quick. Mr. Fuego, you wanted to talk about
yes, and this is more of a last minute type deal. So tomorrow, Sunday, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be a live stream that will be held by Ripping for Rookies on his channel. And basically, the purpose of this live stream is to support a fellow community member who experienced an unforeseen circumstance. And it's kind of called, it's called for some donations from the community so we can help them out with some unforeseen expenses that came about with this circumstance. So We will provide more details in the after hour show. But if you're not doing anything, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ripping for Rookies channel is the place to be.
Yep. And right after the show, I'll add that link into the description. That's all we have for the Baseball Junkies podcast tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in about 30 minutes on the after hour show.